Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, LaCasadeNatasha. Okay, so this is going to be my planner setup for 2025. And if you guys caught my last video, I believe it was my 2020 like flip through of showing you all like kind of how I want to do my main planner for this year. Before that, it was the 2025 spring release of Happy Planner. So of course, we have incorporated some things from that release. So let's go ahead and let's just start. Let's just get into it. So this is basically, I'm showing you all what I am using for my 2025 lineup. Now, I always say this whenever I do a lineup, but this is like subject to change, okay? I change the things, I like to change the things. However, I don't know, this year, I feel like I want to stay consistent. So this is going to be very much, it should stay the same. If anything, I may change out of this layout, which is the new parenting layout. It's super functional. You don't have to be a parent to use it. I'll kind of get more into that. But that's the only thing I see myself changing if I don't like the system. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to start setting up. So I'm going to show you all what I'm going to be Franken planning, what I'm going to be doing. So first and foremost, this is kind of what I have for 2025, just what I need. I'm going back into a Franken planner. So I think for the last couple of years, I've been doing things separately. Actually, no, I didn't really plan last year at all. I planned, but I didn't like film it. So I kind of kept everything separate. And I think that for me, that maybe wasn't the best idea. I don't think that system worked for me. So, and also one of the reasons that I'm kind of wanting to do videos more consistently is it kind of holds me accountable when I do plan and when I it helps me stay on my game. Okay. So with that being said, we are doing a Franken plan setup. I'm going to be doing the parenting planner from Happy Planner. And let me show you guys what this planner is kind of all about. Again, you do not have to be a parent to use this planner. Now, they're calling it Parenting Edition. This is a new layout of theirs. So the beginning is kind of the same. You have your year at a glance. And then you get into your monthly. You have monthly habits here on the left, which is kind of cool to have in the main planner part. And then over here, you kind of have looking back on last month's highlights, memories, and then you have family focus and goals, things that you want to do maybe just for your family, that kind of stuff. And then you get into your weekly. So the weekly is kind of cool, and this is what I kind of liked. It's set up in my mind. I'm so used to a dashboard layout. And let me see, do I have a dashboard laying around so I could show you all? This is a dashboard layout. So again, the way my brain works is, you guys know I love a dashboard layout. So you got your days on the right, your to-dos on the left, priorities, important, looking ahead. Now, the parenting layout is a little bit more broken down. So you have meal plans on the left, top 5, home chores, to buy, due dates, and then you have your notes. And then you still have that week on the right side. And it kind of just goes to-dos. And then you, of course, have your favorite moment of the week, maybe. So I am so excited to try out this layout. So, and I think it is because it's kind of like a more detailed version of this dashboard layout. But I'm excited. I'm excited to jump right into it. Now, I am going to do a whole redating system of this because I want to start using it right away. So we're in the last week of April. So I don't know, maybe I'll just jump into the last week of April and just start using it. But I'm kind of rusty on the redating process. So you guys are going to go with me, not in this video, but my next video, we'll kind of get into the whole redating of this layout. I think it should be pretty easy, but yeah, I'm super, super excited. So it kind of just repeats that system though. At the end of the month, you have just like a plain, instead of like your normal month at a glance, which, let's see here. Like here, you see like June has priorities important to kind of going into the next month. This is just like, okay, August blank. Like what are we doing for August or whatever month we're going into. So I'm going to be Franken planning this planner along with my hourly layout. Now, this is the planner that I have been using a lot. And I believe this was one of the customizable planners. So one of the things I love about the customizable planners is that the months are just straight up dividers. Like you don't have the calendar on the back. So you can honestly reuse these dividers over and over. As you can see, like in their normal planners, you have the month on the back, which is not as big of a deal. I've seen people like kind of shimmy it where they turn this into a note page. I personally just reuse the dividers. I don't care about the monthly on the back, and just throw whatever month I'm using in. But this is kind of nice because you could just take it in, take it out. You don't have to like shimmy it, redo anything. And then you kind of just go into the month. So this was my month of March. We're in April now, so I haven't, did I plan for April? I don't think I did. No, I didn't plan for April. Oh yeah, because Christopher came and I was like figuring everything out, and then I kind of went to Hawaii and now I'm back and I'm doing the things. So I'm going to just again start straight up in May. And this is an hourly layout. So I love having an hourly layout because it kind of just breaks down my week. Let me see if I think I used it for the first couple of months. Oh yeah, this week. So it's just something that breaks down my week. So I just like having an overview just so I can see like, okay, which spots do I have open to maybe make content or to meal prep or plan or me time, whatever it is. I like to just like do my normal routine schedule, see everything, pick up practices, activities, whatever we have going on for that week, and just doing an overall view. And then I kind of want to jump into the parenting layout. But the reason that I like this is just so I can get an overall view of what my week is going to be. Now, with these two planners, this time management one is literally just that. It's just an overview of my week. I'm not really going to be using these boxes. And then my monthly is actually now going to be changed into a content situation. So the monthlies in this planner are going to be essentially just like planning out my content and like what I'm filming each week, because then I could go back to my weekly and look, okay, I have this time to film, I have this time to edit, and I can kind of run back to this and put it here. So this, I'm still gonna do the same concept with this planner. It's gonna be like planning / memory keeping / junk journaling, which is what I did with my 2020 flip through. And if you guys missed that video, it's the last video I shared, and I will put a card up here, kind of if you want to rewatch or watch that video. And it's essentially just, I put in a lot of like memories throughout the week. And the reason I did that was because it was honestly nice to look back even 5 years ago and be like, oh wow, like yeah, I remember when Jax bumped his head on the butcher block that week. Or it's like little memories and stuff. But I also want to use this for planning. This layout may not be the best for doing memory stuff in like I did with my dashboard. However, looking at it now, I could probably fit some stuff in here, maybe even utilize some of these boxes if I don't use them. But one of the things I did do in that planner was I would use a lot of cardstock and punch it and put pictures and stuff in my planner. So, and half sheets. Oh my gosh, let me stress out the half sheets. I didn't even bring half sheets right now, which I will definitely be putting in this planner and utilizing. We're bringing back the half sheets. Maybe I'll use the empty days as highlight of the days. I don't know. But what I do know is time management. This is going to be content, social media stuff. And this is going to be planner / memory keeper. Now, I'm going to put both of these, I'm Franken planning both of these in this planner, which is the Shell Yeah collection. I fell in love with it. I love the beach. I love the ocean. And this cover just spoke to me. I love the inside cover. And I love this. Like, I love everything. So I'm just going to take these dividers, put them in my Franken planners. So I know that this starts in July, but since I'm not going to be using this layout, I'm just going to pull from May and start there. So this will be the first month that I'm going to be pulling from. Okay, now now that we know what I'm Franken planning together, right? All these guys. What I also want to show you all is I'm going to be using for my on-the-go planner. Now, I loved my mini happy planner. However, in the past year, I have been getting really into digital planning. So we have ourselves a little mini iPad. And this is a mini iPad 6. I got it like on major discount. I found it on Facebook Marketplace. And this was something that I really wanted to use because I used a lot of this last year, and a lot of it was like note taking. I used this last year a lot for note taking and things like that. And for this year, this is essentially going to be my mini situation. It fits perfectly in my purse. I also read on this. I draw on this. So I really utilize it. And this is also going to be a Franken planner of its own because so I got my digital stuff from my digital planner from Create Heartwork. I love her planner systems. I used them a couple years ago. I absolutely loved it. And this was something that I kind of wanted to incorporate. And she has like so many templates when you buy her digital planners. I always buy them undated because sometimes I like to use them again and again. I will definitely be doing plan with me's with this. If anyone out there is interested in digital planning, I could do a whole digital planner video, so let me know. But it's something that I really, really love. It's kind of a mix between a paper planner and using your phone combined. And because you're still getting that writing aspect, but everything is just so conveniently in one place. And as much as I love my classic happy planner, is she heavy to take around sometimes. So I will be bringing my planners sometimes to certain places, but this has just been really convenient to have. It syncs with my phone. I use my calendar with my phone. My husband and I have a shared calendar. So it just, for me, this works really well. This is going to be like wellness, routines, recipes. It's just going to be everything that I have, meal planning, shopping lists, that kind of thing is going to be in here. But this is really something I'm excited to like just incorporate into my planning system. This was also from the Happy Planner spring release. And this was a collab with Tara Reid, and it is so cute. And I know a lot of people were like, I thought it was cherries, but I guess they're like little flower blossoms, which still super cute. And I feel like this is going to be my manifesting journal. So this is also one that I'm going to be incorporating into my planner system. So in total, I'll have my Franken planner, I'll have my mini iPad, and then I'll have this book-bound manifesting journal. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to put together my Franken planner. So let's go ahead and let's do that. So that way I can start using this bad boy this week. I love the seashell vibes. So we're going to go without that for right now. And the way I'm going to kind of separate these is I am going to do, I brought out, this is Happy Planners. They came out with these dividers. I think I'm gonna use this one. They also have like clear, they're in different colors, but this color kind of seems to go with the vibe more. So that's gonna kind of be the divider that breaks down everything. Just so I know where the split is. Now, I also have these bookmarkers. So we're gonna use these, and let's go ahead. So this will be this month, and obviously I'll have 2 of them. Oh my gosh, I love how this is already coming out, and it makes me so excited. Okay. Is that good? I may have to do a little, have you guys ever heard of that trick? This is a little trick, I'm sure, I don't know if you guys know or not, but when this starts getting sticky and new discs, take some wax paper and rub it on your metal discs, which I would definitely need to do because I feel like this is just a little bit hard to turn. And then we have notes. Notes will be different. Let's go to this month. This is going to be a month. Just put that in here. I may again add that last week of April, just so I could plan for this week, or I might just add it to these days. Let's just do that. That's probably easier instead of adding the whole month, because I don't need the whole month. Okay. And then we'll do the week. So what I like for both, how both sections that I Franken planned have this whole thing for the month, like goals and everything. I love that. I love it when the layout gives you like a chance to kind of overview your month before getting into it. Okay, and then, so I don't even know, I think I learned this trick on one of the Facebook groups, but essentially you take some wax paper and you kind of just rub the discs with the wax paper. Now this, I hope this isn't shaking on the table. And I noticed that it helps a ton with moving your pages around when you have new discs. Now this is just essentially for newer metal discs, not necessarily, this doesn't happen with plastic, but metal ones, when you first get them, you know, they need to be broken in a little bit. And so this is a great tip if maybe your discs are a little bit starchy and won't turn. This just helps. I'm telling you, I'm about to show you. So now that I've waxed that, I also brought some extra note pages. So this planner is almost done, but I am gonna add some of these half sheets. And let's go ahead and add them to the front of the planner, just so that way, if I need them, they're there. I think that's what I used to do. I'm trying to remember what I used to do, and I'm pretty sure that's what I used to do. So we're just gonna add a few of these note pages just in the front here. Now I have weekly ones, and then I just have plain ones too. Just for taking notes, jotting down maybe I have to do something the following week or whatever, I can jot it down. Gym notes, whatever it is, whatever it may be. So we got all of our pages in. And then there you have it. So again, I'm probably going to be redoing this just because I want it to be a little bit more of the same colors and beachy theme. And then let me go ahead and add my little bow. We'll add it to this divider right here. That is so cute. Hopefully it'll stay. I should do it on thicker. I'll do it on this guy over here. Sometimes I notice when I do it on dividers, it just stays a little bit better. There we go. Perfect. Maybe I can get a little like beachy theme bow for it, but there you have it. I have Franken planned, my planner. We have my mini iPad set to go. And again, I'm going to be doing a breakdown of this a little bit more. And then we also have my book bound happy planner to manifest. So we've got an hourly parenting layout, manifesting journal. This is my on the go planner, also wellness and meal planning, grocery lists, etc. But yeah, there you have it. There is my planner lineup for 2025. Now, I really hope I stick with it, and I'm going to try. I'm not going to try it. I'm going to do it. So we're sticking with this, and wish me luck, everybody. And that's it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Thanks for coming back, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.